as if nothing is changing. It's as if nothing is working. Let me ask you, have you ever come across situations like that? You wake up early, you stay disciplined, you work on yourself on a daily basis. You try to improve your mindset, you put in the effort, day in, day out. Still, you don't see results yet. No breakthrough, no massive success, even no dramatic transformation. For this reason, many people quit too early. But what if I told you that some of the most important growth in your life happens invisibly before you see the outcome physically? But what if the process is working underneath, which means you don't see it yet? What if you quit too soon? Let me put it to you that invisible progress is still progress if you do not stop. What I'm saying is that if you stay consistent long enough, your progress will emerge. Therefore, this consistency produces the outcome you're gunning for. The breakthrough that you hope to happen will come. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that success should happen quickly. You know, we live in a world where people want instant results. People are no longer patient. People want success in 1 week, confidence in 1 day, and transformation overnight. Cannot happen. Why not, you say? Well, because real growth doesn't happen instantly. Growth happens quietly, slowly, patiently, through consistent effort. Most of the time, the biggest changes happen beneath the surface first. Think about it like this. If you plant a seed in the ground today, you will not see a tree tomorrow. At first, several days, nothing is happening. It looks as if nothing is happening. But underground, roots are forming. This process is invisible to you. Strength is developing where no one can see it. Your life works the same way. Your every disciplined decision is building roots. Every good habit is gathering momentum, building roots. Every moment that you refuse to quit is building strength within you, even when no one notices. This is a very powerful example. Imagine an ice cube sitting in a freezing room at minus 10 degrees. Picture this. You start heating the room at minus 9 degrees. Nothing changes. At minus 5 degrees, still nothing changes. Even at minus 1 degree, it still looks exactly the same. This is the point where most people quit. You know, coming from 10 to 1. They feel they've tried so much, they've tried all they could, nothing has happened. Because you feel you have tried from 10, now you are on minus 1 degree, nothing has happened. It still looks exactly the same. And then you say to yourself, this effort is... And suddenly the ice cube melts. Here is a powerful lesson. The transformation didn't only happen at 0 degrees. Rather, it happened through the process. Every degree mattered. Every visible moment mattered. The work was happening the entire time. That is exactly how success works. Most people only notice the breakthrough moment, and they think success happens overnight. They see someone become successful and quickly assume it happened overnight. They didn't see the invisible days. They didn't see the quiet discipline, the sacrifices, the consistency, the small decisions repeated daily. Future is built in moments. That is why you need to stop focusing only on results. Most people are obsessed with what are called lag measures. The money, the weight loss, the followers, the recognition, the success. All all those do take time to appear. But successful people focus on lead measures, the daily actions, showing up, doing the work, drinking water, reading one chapter, posting one video, praying consistently, taking one small step forward. Lead measures create lag results. Here is something very important. You cannot always control results immediately, but you can control your actions today. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you're building confidence. Confidence isn't built by waiting for success. Rather, confidence is built when you say something like, I'm going to do this, and then you do it, even if it's small. If you wake up on time, that's a win. If you stay disciplined today, that's a win. If you continue, even when you feel discouraged, that's a win. Small wins matter more than people realize. In fact, one of the best habits you can develop is keeping a success journal. Every day, write down small victories. For instance, you exercised, you controlled your emotions, maybe you avoided negativity, or maybe you stayed productive for 1 hour, or you kept going when you wanted to quit. You may say, why is this important? Why do I have to write small wins? Well, this is because a lot of people have trained their brains to focus only on failures. Now, such people ignore progress. They only focus on those things they have not been able to achieve yet. And slowly, they convince themselves they are failing, even while they are growing. And this is because your brain believes what you repeatedly focus on. For instance, if you constantly focus on, I'm behind, I'm not successful yet, my life is not yet where I want it to be, your motivation starts to die. When you train yourself to notice progress, your mindset changes. You become strong mentally, more confident, more disciplined. Because momentum is created through small victories. Another dangerous mindset is this: I'll be happy when I become successful, when I have more money, when my life becomes easier. That kind of mindset is a trap. It's a trap because happiness keeps moving further away. You need to find joy in becoming. The truth is, you must learn to find joy in becoming. Find joy in growth. Find joy in discipline. Find joy in improving yourself. Be proud of yourself because you showed up. Be proud because you stayed committed to your goals. Be proud because you kept going when quitting would have been easier, because results are delayed, but discipline changes you immediately. And people who learn to love discipline become unstoppable. I need you to understand something today. You are probably closer to your breakthrough than you realize. Hear this: never should you confuse invisible progress with failure. Some changes happen internally before they show up externally. Some victories begin in your mindset before they show up in your reality. So keep going, keep growing, keep showing up, keep believing, keep your focus, keep improving on yourself. Because one day, everything you have worked for quietly will finally show up. And people will look at your success and call it luck, without them understanding how many invisible battles you fought before getting there. In conclusion, write down 3 things you did right in the last 5 days. It can be as tiny as things like I drank more water, I stayed disciplined, I completed my work, I protected my peace, I I didn't give up. Learn to train your brain to recognize progress. Because growth begins when you stop looking for excuses to quit and start noticing reasons to continue. Thank you for watching. If this video has been useful to you in any way, like it. Let me know your comments. Share it with people who need it. Remember to subscribe to ChristyNuga Motivation for more content like this on motivation, personal growth, and mindset growth. Massive growth starts invisibly. Trust the process. Keep going. Keep staying strong. Keep your focus. Allow your breakthrough to emerge. Never quit. Until I come your way again with another wonderful video of mine. It's a wrap for right now. Bye-bye. Before the world taught you fear, before failure whispered into your ears, before life forced you to shrink, there was a version of you full of fire, full of life, full of promises, full of dreams. A version of you that said, one day I'm going to be great. One day I'm going to live a life that makes me proud. One day I'm going to break every limit around me. This video is for that version of you. Today I'm here to remind you of something powerful. My name is ChristyNuga, and you are watching ChristyNuga Motivation. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and do that. Don't forget to turn on the notification button. Don't forget the life you promised yourself while growing up. Because that promise wasn't random. It was purpose speaking. It was destiny calling. Stay with me for the next few minutes. And by the end of this video, you'll walk away with clarity, fire, and a renewed commitment to the life you were meant to live. Think back to who you were as a child or teenager. No limits, no doubts, no overthinking, just pure belief. You promised yourself like this: I will be successful, I will take care of my family, I will not struggle forever, I would work in purpose, I would build a life better than I grew up seeing. That promise came from a place of innocence and faith, a place God planted vision even before you had words for it. Here's the truth many forget. Your childhood dreams were not childish, they were prophetic. You weren't naive, you were connected to who you were born to be. Life happened, responsibility happened, fear happened, reality checked in, and slowly the promise you made to yourself started fading. You got busy. You started surviving instead of living. You started playing small to fit in. You started doubting the greatness God put inside you. Here are the 4 common reasons people drift away from the life they promised themselves. Number 1, fear replaced faith. You stopped believing the way you used to. Secondly, comfort became a trap. You got used to average. You got used to just enough. Thirdly, people's voices became louder than God's voice. You allowed opinions, criticism, and expectations to shape your life. Again, fourthly, you started settling. You accepted things you once prayed to escape from. But deep down, that promise never died. It's still there, waiting for you to pick it back up. The pain of self-betrayal. Not heartbreak, not disappointment, not failure, not rejection. The deepest pain is waking up one day and realizing I am living a life that doesn't look anything like the one I promised myself. But here's the good news. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. You're not watching this by accident. God is calling you back to yourself, back to the vision, back to the promise. Your promise wasn't just your imagination. It was your divine design. When God created you, He wired you with purpose, vision, and potential. That childhood dream, that promise you whispered to yourself, that was God giving you a glimpse of your future. So if you've drifted, if you've lost your way, if life has worn you down, hear this clearly. God is not done with you. Your promise still stands. Your future is still possible. But God does not measure progress the way humans do. He restores, He accelerates, He redeems time. This is your reminder. Return to the blueprint. Return to the promise. Let's talk about how to get back on track. Because motivation is good, but strategy is better. Here are the 3 steps to rebuild the promise. Revisit the original vision. Write down what you really wanted for your life. Be honest, be bold, be unapologetic. Remove what no longer aligns. People, habits, environments, distractions, cut them off ruthlessly. Rebuild with discipline and faith. Discipline creates what motivation can't sustain. Faith fuels what logic can't understand. Consistency plus focus plus God equals transformation. These 7 shifts will bring you back into alignment with the life you promised yourself. Raise your standards. Stop living below your calling. Stop explaining yourself. The vision doesn't need permission. Build unshakable discipline. Small daily actions build massive results. Upgrade your environment. You can't grow in the same soil that broke you. Master your mindset. Think like the future version of you. Walk in faith, not fear. Trust God's timing and move your feet. Become non-negotiable about your purpose. Purpose is not optional. It's who you are. When these 7 shifts become your lifestyle, your promised life becomes your real life. Look at me. You may have forgotten. You may have drifted. You may have been discouraged. But the promise is still alive. Don't forget the life you promised yourself. Don't abandon the vision God planted in you. Don't settle for a life beneath your calling. Guess what? Your future is waiting. Your greatness is calling. Your promise still stands. If you're ready to step back into the life you were born for, type "I receive it" in the comments. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and do that. Don't forget to turn on the notification button. Thank you for watching. Until I come your way with another wonderful video of mine. It's a wrap right now. Bye-bye.